Are you ready to take a deep dive into the legacy, fandom, and enduring legacy of your favorite soap operas? Well, you're in luck because CBS has just launched the new audio and video podcast, Soapy, hosted by soap stars Rebecca Budig and Greg Ricart. So good to see you both. I'm going to try my best not to fan out. I promise. I'll try.
I know. You've already established that Greg is your favorite. I know. YNR, la 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 la.
Greg, can I just ask this? Do you get offended if people accidentally call you Kevin?
Oh, of course not. In fact, if I hear someone say Leo or Kevin, I will immediately turn around, even if they're not talking to me, because it's more often with our fans that we will get called our character names rather than our real names. Is that true for you too, Becky?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, and again, it's because you're in our living rooms 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
For how many years? People feel like they know you. So tell me, how did this podcast come about? And I can't think of two better people to host it and getting to talk to some of your soap buddies, every day, talking to them about some of the stories that maybe we don't know, behind the scenes stories.
Yeah, I think CBS, with Beyond the Gates coming on to daytime, I think they really wanted to celebrate soaps, and they were looking to do this. And I was looking into doing this with Greg before I got The Bold and the Beautiful. So I just think, I was inspired actually by David Spade has a podcast. It was all about like Saturday Night Live and people who were on there and kind of behind the scenes. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to celebrate soaps and talk about what goes on behind the scenes. And I think because we are on the soaps, we just sort of can relate. And we have kind of an insider thing that, most people don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the moment felt right. Soaps are really having a bit of a resurgence again with the launch of Beyond the Gates, and I think the shows are really thriving right now, and it felt like the right time, like Rebecca was saying, to celebrate them.
And speaking of too, you get to interview people that you work with sometimes daily, maybe sometimes you've never worked with them, but you know what it's like to go on set and have a script memorized. How is it now just being your own authentic selves, interviewing your friends? What's the difference between the acting side and now the interviewing side of people that you've known?
For me, it feels a little bit like as I'm sure the pace at which we work is so quick. There isn't a whole lot of time to hang out on set and to really get to chat. There'll be fleeting moments in a hallway where you run into somebody, and it feels a little bit like that. Like when you see somebody at work in the hallway and there's a few minutes to catch up on life, or if they're involved in a particular storyline where you get to commend them on some of the hard work that they've gotten to do. This feels like that. So I wouldn't say that the challenging part is that because Rebecca and I want to be prepared, it's the work that we do ahead of the interview. But oftentimes it's somebody that we already know. So it's just finding out maybe.
Well, but it's also someone we know, but we don't really know. Like there's a lot more that, we, like Greg said, we just don't have time to really go deeper.
We may know them professionally, but it's really fun to talk to any number of our guests about how they got their start. Or there's a great episode we have coming up with Melody Thomas Scott, of course, Nikki Newman on Young and the Restless. And I was really curious because Nikki's battled alcoholism for over 40 years on that show. And one of the questions I wanted to know is if her preparation on how she deals with playing drunk, which is a very challenging thing for an actor to do, if that has changed at all through the years. And so again, it gives the audience what we hope is some really fun peeks behind the curtain, some fun cookies, if you will.
Well, I've learned something new. I assumed, as my brother and my mom and my grandma, who all watch the soaps, that you guys are all best friends and you guys all hang out and you all know everything about each other's lives, because that's the way we feel watching you on TV. So that's something new I learned.
Jeremy, you're right. It is a small community. So there is a sense of that. But we just don't get to go a lot deeper into really their job and how they got there. Yeah.
There's a great episode coming up with Laura Lee Bell, who, of course, her parents created both Young and Restless and Bold and Beautiful. And she talks about what they instilled in her and Brad and Billy about the importance of family and the way in which that also percolates, not just in their home life, but at work. So, yes, we do know each other. These shows are families. But again, getting to sort of take one particular family member and really delve deep into their life and learn some things more about them, and teach the audience something more about these characters and these people that they've known for years has been really, really satisfying.
I love all the names you're getting. I mean, Eric Braeden, Deidre Hall, Millie Tom Scott. I mean, all these names, Mark Cherry, because you're not just focusing on the daytime, you're also doing the nighttime as well.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any nighttime soaps that are your favorites?
For me, I mean, it wasn't really a soap. They had some soapy moments, but the show that I grew up on that made me want to become an actor was Moonlighting, which there was definitely the will they or won't they was soapy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember watching Knots Landing in Dallas, of course, with my family as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure you remember when Ted Shackelford and Joan Van Ark were on Young and Restless.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, my dream in life is to be an extra at Crimson Lights, just sit in the background. I just want to sit at the coffee shop and just drink. My family would keel over. I'm sorry, Becca, you were going to say?
No. I was going to say I love 30 something. That was on, and that was one of my favorites.
I was telling her she should relaunch it now and just call it 80 something.
By the way, too, I love your chemistry together. You guys are ribbing each other all the time in the best possible way, that you seem like your brother and sister, and it really works.
He's like the brother I never
like
wanted.
to say brother and very distant cousin that you try and keep at arm's length. But that's something that the audience will learn, is that we are very good friends, and we were neighbors for close to 20 years. And so, yeah, I think we do have a really good rapport, and I think we play off of each other pretty well.
It's amazing. Both of you, I love you both so much. Seriously, you've made my year. And you can catch new episodes of Soapy out weekly through September 30th, with full episodes available on CBS YouTube channel. Guys, best of luck. I can't wait to listen to all the episodes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.